एक्सेलेंसी, आपकी पहली भारत यात्रा है। पिछले वर्ष नई दिल्ली में G20 समिट में हम सब ने आपकी कमी महसूस की। मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि भारत में दीपावली के त्योहार के समय मुझे आपका स्वागत करने का अवसर मिल रहा है और मैं उस वडोदरा में आपका स्वागत कर रहा हूं जिसने मुझे पहली बार मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट बनाया था और बाद में मैं प्रधानमंत्री बना, तो मेरी ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी रही प्रारंभ में। ये और भी विशेष है कि आप मेरे होम स्टेट गुजरात आए हैं। सिर्फ इसलिए नहीं कि ये मेरा होम स्टेट है, बल्कि इसलिए कि गुजरात त्योहार और उत्सव की धरती माना जाता है। दीपावली प्रकाश, उत्साह, उल्लास, ऊर्जा और नए प्रारंभ का प्रतीक है। उसी प्रकार आपकी इस यात्रा से हमारे संबंधों में एक नई ऊर्जा और उत्साह का संचार हुआ है। आज C295 प्लांट के उद्घाटन के साथ साझेदारी के एक नए अध्याय की शुरुआत भी हुई है। एक्सेलेंसी, हमारी साझेदारी सदियों पुरानी है। लोकतंत्र और रूल ऑफ लॉ जैसी वैल्यूज में साझा विश्वास हम दोनों को जोड़ता है। इकोनॉमी, डिफेंस, फार्मा, IT, साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी जैसे कई क्षेत्रों में हमारा मजबूत सहयोग है और हम दोनों वैश्विक शांति, समृद्धि और सहयोग पर बल देते हैं। एक्सेलेंसी, पीपल टू पीपल कांटेक्ट हमारे संबंधों का मजबूत नींव प्रदान करता है। भारतीय युवा टैलेंट स्पेन के ग्रीन और डिजिटल ट्रांजिशन गोल्स में योगदान दे रहा है। लोगों के बीच बढ़ते हुए संबंधों को देखते हुए इस वर्ष स्पेन के बार्सिलोना में भारत ने नया कॉन्सुलेट खोला है। बेंगलुरु में स्पेन के नए कॉन्सुलेट खोलने के आपके निर्णय का हम स्वागत करते हैं। मुझे विश्वास है कि आज की हमारी वार्ता हमारी साझेदारी को और अधिक डायनेमिक और बहुमुखी बनाने में योगदान देगी। एक बार फिर से आपका और आपके डेलीगेशन का हृदय से स्वागत करता हूं।
Thank you very much, Prime Minister Modi. I would like to thank you for your kind hospitality and congratulate you on your recent re-election as Prime Minister. It is an honor for me and also for the Spanish delegation to be in India. I am certain that this visit will strengthen our bilateral relations and will honor the weight and influence that both India and Spain have in the world. A voice and influence that multiplies when our countries work together. I'm also pleased that today we are endorsing an ambitious joint declaration framing the various areas of our collaboration. We celebrate the signing of several agreements in the fields of investment, railways, customs, cultural exchanges, and we look forward to expanding the list soon to reflect the richness and depth of our ties. There is no doubt, my dear friend, that our cooperation will continue to grow across many other areas, and even more in view of the celebration of the Spain-India Year for Culture, Tourism and Artificial Intelligence in 2026. Our countries complement each other. India plays a prominent role not only in the Indo-Pacific but also in the wider geopolitical context. Spain maintains privileged relations with Latin America, historic ties in the Middle East, increased presence in Africa, and is a leading voice in the European Union. This geopolitical framework offers many opportunities for our countries to bridge different regions and develop closer and more productive relations. India and Spain also share many goals, in particular strengthening the multilateral order and preserving peace and democracy worldwide. We are fully committed to working together on those goals. We face many challenges that can only be addressed in a concerted manner. The climate emergency, the fight against poverty and inequality require the effort and political will of all international actors. India's influence and leadership is essential to confront these issues, and so is Spain's commitment and determination. So, Prime Minister Modi, we look forward to continue advancing our great cooperation. Thank you very much.
There you heard it. Of course, the bilateral has now taken place. Remember, viewers, the Prime Minister jointly with the Prime Minister of Spain, Pedro Sanchez, did in fact inaugurate the Tata complex, and now of course a bilateral has taken place at the Laxmi Vilas Palace. The two world leaders have now there has of course a bilateral that has just taken place. We've of course heard both the world leaders speaking to one another. Of course, the Prime Minister started by saying that, you know, the Spanish Prime Minister's absence was felt at the G20 summit, and of course it's an auspicious occasion because Diwali is of course Diwali is taking place in India right now. To be hosting him at this point of time is very, very auspicious as well. He's also of course now spoken about the fact that there's an Indian consulate that has now opened in Barcelona. Of course, when we also talk about the Spanish Prime Minister and the statements that he has made, he said that both the countries, India and Spain, complement each other. They've of course welcomed bilaterals in investment, railway and tourism, and he's also in fact said that India's influence and leadership is essential. They've also in fact spoken about the fact that both the countries are focused on multilateral order and preserving peace worldwide. So those are again the developments that we are tracking for you viewers from in fact the Laxmi Vilas Palace, where of course the two leaders have spoken to one another. There has been a bilateral that has taken place between the two dignitaries. So those are again the developments that we are tracking for you. Remember, just before this both the leaders jointly inaugurated the Tata aircraft complex. There was prior to that a 2.8 kilometer long roadshow that was held, which was of course a rousing reception for the Spanish Prime Minister. And again, these are the developments that we are tracking for you from the Laxmi Vilas Palace, where of course both the leaders have now spoken about the direction in which they want to head, the fact that both the nations complement each other, and you know, again, investment, railway, tourism, AI, all these subjects have been covered in this bilateral that's just been held. So again, those are the developments that are coming in. My colleague Mahima will be joining us very shortly to give us more on this, but for now these are the developments that we are tracking for you. Remember, viewers, there was of course both the leaders had also spoken at the inauguration of the Tata complex, but before we get to that, my colleague Mahima is back with us on the broadcast. Mahima, of course, the two world leaders have now spoken about a host of subjects, including AI, tourism, cultural exchange, and so much more. Investment, railway as well. Take our viewers to the details.
Well, while Prime Minister Modi met the President government of Spain, he stated, and I would quote, that this is your first visit to India. We all missed you at G20 summit in New Delhi last year. And I'm very happy that I'm getting the opportunity to welcome you in India. And I'm very happy to welcome you in India during the festival of Diwali, and I'm welcoming you in the same Vadodara which made me a member of parliament for the first time, and later I became the Prime Minister. Gujarat is considered the land of festival celebrations. Deepavali is a symbol of light. So that is how he welcomed and spoke. But also on the other issues, if we talk about, like you correctly pointed out, while the inauguration, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also stated that from today, it is the time for a new direction to India and Spain partnership. The inauguration, the production factory of C-295 aircraft will strengthen India-Spain relationship as well as make in India and make for the world. And Prime Minister further added that recently he also spoke about Ratan Tata ji, and also he shared that C-295 aircraft factory reflects the new work culture of New India. When Prime Minister also stated that while he was the Gujarat Chief Minister, it was decided to set up a factory in Vadodara to build train coaches, and the factory was also prepared for the production within a record time. And today we are exporting the metro coaches manufactured in that very particular factory, and Prime Minister is really confident that in the future the aircraft made in this factory will also be exported to the other countries. So that was the latest when Prime Minister Narendra Modi met the Spain Prime Minister. He spoke about a lot. He spoke about that how India is now becoming a new India, whether it is about manufacturing, whether it is about export, or whether it is about maintaining the entire coaches in India. So it is not only the manufacturing but also the delivery and the maintenance of the coaches. Also, we'll have to wait and watch that what exactly more details, the detailed discussion that happened in the meeting with the Prime Minister of Spain, because there were supposed to be some bilateral talks given to the trade and the culture as well. Asavri.
Right, absolutely, Mahima. While we're at it, of course, both the leaders have an exhaustive itinerary through the course of the day. If you could take our viewers through what it is that's going to happen next. Mahima, if you can hear me, we're of course referring to, of course, the two big things that have already taken place, the Tata complex being inaugurated, and now, of course, the exchange between the two world leaders. But what's coming up next? Because what we learn is that it's a very exhaustive itinerary for both the leaders.
Well, absolutely. Like we told our viewers that in the morning at around 10 a.m. it was expected for both the leaders to inaugurate the Tata aircraft complex, which we showed to the viewers that how on a massive note it was inaugurated, and at around 11 it was expected that both the leaders will meet at the Laxmi Vilas Palace. And after that, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is all set to visit Amreli, where he's going to inaugurate a lot of projects worth 4,800. Prime Minister will inaugurate the Bharat Mata Sarovar in Amreli. This project was developed Asabri through a collaboration between the government of Gujarat and the Dholakia Foundation under public-private partnership. You know what is more important, that the dam could hold 4.5 crore liters of water, but after deepening and widening and reinforcing it, the capacity has increased to 24.5 crores of liters. So this is the project that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is expected to inaugurate at around 3 p.m. in Amreli. But for now, the plan of the leaders and the itinerary of the leaders was supposed to be, one was the roadshow, the inauguration, and meeting with Prime Minister meeting with the Prime Minister. So next we are expecting that before the Spain Prime Minister leaves from India, he's scheduled to visit Mumbai as well. So all eyes will be to his visit in Maharashtra as well, Asavri.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.